October 23, 1942, 05:12 a.m., dense jungle trail, 8 kilometers inland from Buna village, New Guinea. Rain lashes the kunai grass like shrapnel. Mud sucks at the hobnailed boots of Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka's Imperial Japanese Army Patrol from the 144th Infantry Regiment, 41st Division. Jungle stench hangs heavy, rotting vegetation, unwashed bodies, the sour reek of moldering Type 95 rice rations. Tanaka grips his Arisaka Type 99 rifle, bayonet fixed, eyes scanning the mist-shrouded trail. Visibility, 50 meters, lethal. A low growl pierces the downpour. Not thunder, not wildlife. Mechanical, American mechanical. Tanaka signals halt, fingers his Nambu Type 94 pistol. Shapes emerge from the fern-choked path, squat four-wheeled beast churning mud effortlessly, canvas top sagging under rain. No tracks, rubber tires, windshield wipers slapping rhythmically. A Willys MB Jeep, first one Tanaka's squad ever sees. Teishutsu sha, Loader Private Sato whispers. Armored car? No. Too small, too fast. The Jeep fishtails, engine snarling 60 horsepower through 4x4 transfer case. Driver, dead, wounded? Tanaka creeps closer, heart pounding. Abandoned? Gift from gods? Squad fans out. Corporal Kenji Yamamoto flanks left through vines. They pounce. Arisaka's leveled. Driver, dead American GI, head lolled, M1 carbine across lap. Blood pools on seat. Sato grabs wheel. Bakana America Mono, he spits. Stupid American junk. But the engine still runs. Flawless. No smoke, no knocks. Tanaka climbs aboard, feet on running boards. Accelerator. The Jeep lunges forward, climbing a 30-degree embankment where Japanese Type 92 trucks would stall. Tires bite. Low-range 4WED conquers roots, streams, logs. You can feel the crew's awe ripple. No differential locks needed. Go anywhere machine. Back at 144th Regiment CP near Buna airstrip, officers gather. Colonel Yokoyama stares. What sorcery? Jeep circles camp, GI's K-ration spilling from back, canned spam, Hershey bars, Lucky Strikes, luxuries. Tanaka reports, found abandoned, climbs like mountain goat, carries 4 men plus machine gun. Yokoyama laughs bitterly. Detroit toy, our trucks drown in first rain. But doubt seeds, Japanese logistics? Type 94 6x6 trucks, fragile, rear-wheel drive only, 2,500cc engines flood daily. Jeeps, 2.2 liters, waterproofed, 18-inch ground clearance. Sato hotwires radio, crackles alive instantly. American voices, calm, endless. Fox 3 to Baker Actual, Jeep recovered, native spooked, radio goes dead. Tanaka grips wheel tighter. How many factories? Jeep circles again, mud flies off tires like magic. Officers whisper, one vehicle does this? Jungle rumbles, more engines, not one, dozens. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka grips the Willys Jeep's steering wheel at 144th Infantry Regiment's forward CP near Buna airstrip, New Guinea. October 23, 1942, 07:45 a.m. Officers circle the captured vehicle like wary wolves, fingers tracing rubber tires, marveling at the 4x4 transfer case lever. Colonel Tsuji Yokoyama prods the suspension, 9 inches of travel, live axles front and rear. No Japanese truck matches it. Flashback, Guadalcanal, August 1942. Tanaka's old Type 92 6x6 truck convoy bogged solid in jungle mud, 2,500cc engines flooded, rear-wheel drive spinning uselessly. Drivers lashed vines to axles, abandoned 80% of loads. Imperial Army logistics, horses, porters, Type 94 trucks, fragile 4x2s cracking frames on roots. No low-range gearing, no differentials, no mud. Tanaka remembers the march. 41st Division hauled rice sacks through kunai grass, 20 kilometers per day maximum. Americans? This Jeep just climbed a 35-degree ravine in low range, carrying 4 men plus 30 cal machine gun mount. Spurious gear ratios, 7.881 first gear, Japanese Type 95 truck, 4.11 max, crawls like crippled ox, squad tests it. Private Sato shifts to 4H, tires bite instantly through stream bed, no stalling, waterproof electrics, floating pistons. Colonel Yokoyama spits, Gaijin's sorcery, our trucks drown in dew. Officers laugh bitterly, Imperial doctrine, spirit conquers steel, but this steel conquers jungle. Radiotech hotwires the BC-611 set, crackles alive instantly, crystal clear 5 miles range, Japanese Type 93 sets, static in rain. American voices flood airwaves. Baker 3 to Fox actual, Jeep ditched, natives probably got it. Tanaka's blood chills, casual, endless. How many voices, how many Jeeps? Across South Seas detachment, word spreads. Captain Kiyonao Ichiki at Milne Bay reports first sightings. Enemy utility vehicles everywhere carry machine guns forward, impossible terrain. Type 92 truck stranded 10-kilometer back, crews walking. Japanese logistics collapse daily, malaria, dysentery, no spare parts. Porters die under 40 key rice loads. Tanaka gun's engine, 60 HP flat 4 snarls eagerly. Officers nod grudging respect. 1 Jeep equals 10 horses, Lieutenant Nakamura mutters. But doubt festers. Ford built at Camp Hullabird, 359 cubic inches displacement, bulletproof. Japanese engines seize in humidity. This one, immortal. Testing escalates. Squad loads it. 4 men, 2 Arasakas, ammo crates, 200 cuter rice. Climbs embankment effortlessly. Yokoyama's eyes narrow. Detroit witchcraft. But Imperial pride stiffens spines. 1 vehicle means nothing. Bonsai will crush them. Jungle rumbles again. Distant engines. Not one. Dozens. Closer. Toledo, Ohio. July 1941. Willys Overland plant. Assembly lines roar like mechanical typhoons. 10,000 workers, 24-hour shifts. No civilian cars, Jeeps. Bantam prototype rejected for weak frame. Willys MB wins contract, 60 horsepower. Go Devil flat 4 engine, 359 cubic inches, bulletproof. First production run, 16,000 month. Ford joins with GPW model, identical, interchangeable. By Pearl Harbor, 640,000 ordered. You can hear rivet guns chattering, engines snarling off test stands, cranes swinging axles, no precision, mass standardized Spicer differentials from 359 suppliers. Tire blows? Pull from Dodge truck stock, clutch fried? Ford GPW swaps instantly. Japanese Type 92 trucks? Custom frames, irreplaceable parts, factories bombed by B-29s. By Guadalcanal, America births 361,339 Jeeps. Japan, 5,000 Type 94 trucks total war. Each Jeep $684. Type 92, 5,000 yen plus months hand assembly. Sergeant Tanaka's captured Willys. Serial numbered MB1234 Fast 6. Ford built at River Rouge, immortal. Flash to Camp Hullabird, Maryland. Quartermaster's test. 18-inch ground clearance conquers 30-degree slopes. Japanese trucks ground out at 12 inches. Low-range 4WD, 7.881 crawl ratio. Type 95 trucks, 4.11 max rear drive only. Jeeps Ford 18 inches water. Waterproofed Willys Go Devil engine. Japanese engines seize in puddles. Across Pacific, factories multiply. Willys Butler, Indiana, 25,000 month. Ford Cheyenne, 20,000. Kaiser Frazer Toledo backup line. By Buna, 50,000 Jeeps shipped. Mulberry-style LSTs beach them direct to jungle trails. No ports needed. Drive off. Fight. Tanaka's officers test limits. Low Jeep, 4 soldiers, 400 kg rice, 50 cal mount. Climbs Kunai Ridge effortlessly. Colonel Yokoyama curses. 1 factory does this? Radio crackles. American voices endless. Fox 3 to Able Dog, resupply, Jeep inbound, casual, infinite. Japanese logistics. Type 92 convoys abandon 80% loads in mud. Horses die under 100 kilo rice sacks. Porters collapse at 40 kilos. Malaria kills 30% monthly. Jeeps carry 800 pounds. Mount M1919, 30 cal. Tow 105 millimeter howitzers through swamps. Testing reveals genius. Dana 27 and axles, live front axle. No solid beam to high center. Timken bearings laugh at humidity. Japanese bearings rust solid weakly. Tanaka shifts 4L. Tires grip roots like claws. Officers whisper, 1 equals platoon. But Imperial pride hardens. Machines break. Bushido endures. Yokoyama orders disassembly. Study secrets. Mechanics fail. American tolerances too loose. Japanese engineering too brittle. Jungle echoes again. Engines multiply. Not jeeps. Something worse. Checked. Tanaka's mechanics swarm the captured Willys Jeep at Buna CP, October 23, 1942. 11:30 a.m. Tools clatter on engine bay. Exposed Go Devil flat 4 gleams, no rust despite saltwater corrosion. Japanese Type 92 truck arrives towing wreck. Frame cracked on kunai grassroots, 2500cc inline 6 seized solid from mud ingestion. Comparison? Humiliating. Imperial Army Logistics Type 92 6.6 truck, 1932. Design, rear heavy fragile leaf springs snap weakly. Ground clearance 12 inches. Jeep, 18 inches stock. Type 92 low range, none. Manual transfer case jams in humidity. Jeep Dana 18 shifts flawlessly. Japanese differentials, open wine under torque. Spicer 18N in Jeep, bulletproof. Flashback, Singapore 1942. Tanaka's Convoy 50 Type 92s bogs in monsoon paddy, 80% abandoned, rice load sunk. Porters carry remainder 40 kilos maximum, 50% malaria casualties monthly. Type 94 4x2 truck worse, rear drive only, spins on wet gravel. Frame flexes like bamboo, no central tube like Jeep's ladder frame. Colonel Yokoyama kicks Type 92 tire, underinflated bias ply cracks. Jeep's 616 military tires self-seal punctures. Japanese trucks flat daily. Type 95 light truck, 1-ton payload, stalls on 20-degree grades. Jeep hauls 800 pounds up 35 degrees. Japanese engines, carbureted, flood and dew. Willys Go Devil, updraft carb, floating pistons, run submerged. South Seas Detachment reports flood in. Milne Bay, Type 92 convoy loses 70% vehicles first rain. Guadalcanal, Ichiki's 2,200 men march 90 car, abandon all trucks. No spares, no mechanics. Frames hand-welded in Tokyo, crack on first route. Jeep, 359 suppliers, parts interchangeable for GPWCR, Willys MB. Tanaka tests. Jeep tows wrecked Type 92, 3 tons uphill through stream, no strain. Type 92 tows Jeep, transmission shreds gears. Officers face truth, 1 Jeep equals 10 porters. Imperial doctrine crumbles. Bushido can't carry 105 mm shells through swamp. Radio intercepts reveal nightmare. Able dog to Baker 3, Jeep column inbound, 50 vehicles, half-tracks follow. 50 Jeeps? Tanaka's squad pales. Buna airstrip holds 12 Type 92s operational, rest graveyard. Yokoyama orders Jeep cannibalized, axles for Type 95 truck. Mechanics fail. American tolerances too loose for Japanese precision. Bolts spin free. Japanese parts brittle, rust overnight. Jeep laughs at humidity. Timken bearings eternal. Japanese bearings seize weekly. Testing ends. Jeep reassembled, runs better than new. Tanaka drives circle. Officers silent. 1 vehicle rewrites war. Spirit versus steel. Steel wins. Jungle rumbles louder. Engines swarm trails. First Jeep patrol sighted. October 25, 1942. 6:15 a.m. Jungle Trail Network 5 kilometers northwest of Buna Village, New Guinea. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka's 144th Infantry Patrol creeps through fern-choked paths. Arasaka's ready. Captured Jeep hidden at CP. Tested, reassembled, running like new. But Jungle Whispers engines, American engines, close. First sightings hit like grenades. Private Sato spots them through binoculars, 3 olive drab specks churning kunai grass 2 kilometers out. Not trucks, jeeps. Willys MBs, canvas tops folded. GIs riding high with M19-1930. Als mounted aft. No bogging, no stalling. 4-4 low-range devours ruts where Type 92s die. Tanaka signals ambush, squad fans into kill zones, elevated positions overlooking trail choke point. Jeeps approach, lead vehicle carries radio man, antenna whipping, BC-611 crackling. Second hauls ammo crates, third spotter with Thompson SMG, casual. Confident, no infantry screen, squad opens fire. Arasaka's crack, lead jeep swerves, bulletproof windshield holds. Driver guns it, 60 HP Go Devil snarling through crossfire. 30 cal chatters back, pinning Sato. Second jeep fishtails into ditch, climbs out instantly. Low-range 4 WOD gripping roots. Third vanishes into ferns, unhittable. Tanaka curses. Hit and run. Jeep's gone in 30 seconds. Japanese Type 92 trucks sit like ducks. Casualties 1 GI grazed. Vehicles 0. Radio net explodes. Enemy jeeps everywhere, machine guns forward. Impossible speed. Across Buna perimeter, pattern repeats. Captain Ichiki's scouts report 20 jeeps scouting trails, mapping kill zones, calling artillery. 32nd Infantry Division's GIs use them as mobile CPs. Commanders direct fire from seats, spotters paint targets. Japanese fixed positions blinded. Tanaka pursues on foot. Jeeps outpace easily, 65 mph top speed on trails. Type 92 trucks max 35 mph loaded. Porters collapse after 10 kilometers. Jeeps circle back, harass flanks with 50 cal mounts. 1 Type 95 truck destroyed, flames light jungle. Colonel Yokoyama convenes emergency meeting. How many? Scouts estimate 50 jeeps forward with 32nd Division. Buna airstrip holds 8 Type 92s operational, rest abandoned. 1 jeep equals platoon mobility. Imperial lines pierced daily. Intercepted radio terrifies. Fox able to Baker 3, jeep patrol complete. Half-tracks inbound with 105s. Half-tracks, tracked carriers following jeeps. Tanaka grips Arasaka tighter. Spirit warriors versus factory swarm. Night falls. Jeep headlights pierce darkness, recon unmolested. Engines multiply, not 3, dozens. Jungle belongs to them. October 27, 1942, 1400 p.m. 144th Infantry Regiment Engineering Tent, Buna Airstrip Perimeter. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka watches mechanics swarm the captured Willys Jeep, third day of disassembly. Colonel Yokoyama demands secrets, copy the 4x4 transfer case, graph Dana axles onto Type 95 trucks. Imperial ingenuity versus Detroit mass, engine bay gutted. Go Devil flat 4 lifted, 359 cubic inches gleams, floating pistons immune to mud ingestion. Japanese mechanics marvel, updraft carburetor defies humidity, Type 92 carbs flood daily. Timken bearings eternal, no rust despite salt water. Japanese bearings seize weekly. Spicer 18-N transfer case dissected, low-range planetary gears flawless. Japanese manual boxes strip teeth under torque. Testing turns brutal. First, overload. 800 pounds rice sacks piled high. Engine snarls climbs 35-degree kunai ridge. No strain. Type 95 truck with same load stalls at 20 degrees. Transmission shreds. Second, submersion. Jeep driven through 24-inch stream. Electric spark but live. Japanese alternators short instantly. Third, durability. Mechanics pound frame with sledgehammers. Willys ladder frame absorbs blows. Type 92 frame cracks on first strike. Axles torqued to destruction. Dana 27 holds 5X Japanese spec. Timken U-joints flex. Japanese universal snap. Tires slashed. Self-sealing rubber clots punctures. Japanese bias plies deflate instantly. Tanaka drives abuse test. 100-kilometer jungle trails, no maintenance. Oil unchanged. Japanese Type 92 seizes after 50 kilometers. Radiator pressure tested. Holds 18 psi. Japanese radiators burst at 12. Brakes overheated. Bendix hydraulic system laughs. Japanese cable brakes fade immediately. Disaster strikes. Overzealous Sergeant Torx differential 200% overspec. Spicer gear strip, first failure. Mechanics cheer prematurely. But Jeep towed to stream, differential submerged overnight. Next morning, gears spin free, water flush debris. Japanese diffs welded solid. Colonel Yokoyama faces truth, copy impossible. American tolerances too loose for Japanese precision machining. Jeep bolts 1/16-inch slop, still works. Japanese bolts must fit perfect or seize. Parts interchangeable for GPW's Willys MB. Japanese trucks, custom per factory. Radio intercepts confirm nightmare. Baker 3 to Fox Able, 50 Jeeps resupplied. M1919 mounts installed. Half-tracks trail. 50 Jeeps? Buna holds 8 Type 92s running. Engineers abandon copying, mount captured 30 cal instead. Jeep reborn as Japanese scout vehicle, but Jungle Whispers engines. Swarms approach, not scouts, weapons carriers. October 29, 1942, 08:30 a.m., Jungle perimeter trails 3 kilometers east of Buna Mission. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka's patrol hears it first, the growl of dozens of engines shredding silence. Not scouts, swarms. Their 2nd Infantry Division's Jeep columns pour through kunai grass like mechanical ants. 100 vehicles strong, canvas tops folded, GIs riding high with M19-1930T cals and bazookas. Tanaka signals ambush from elevated ridge. Arasaka's crack, lead Jeep swerves, bulletproof glass holds. Driver guns 4L low range, climbs embankment where Type 92 trucks die. 30 cal chatters back, tracers stitching ferns. 2nd Jeep fishtails into ditch, climbs out instantly. Dana 18 transfer case flawless. 3rd mounts 50 cal, rips Tanaka's position, forces retreat. Radio net explodes. Jeeps everywhere, machine guns forward. 50 vehicles, sector Alpha. Captain Ichiki's scouts report 200 Jeeps mapping trails, calling a 105mm fire from half-tracks trailing. Japanese fixed positions blinded. Jeeps spot bunkers, vanish before artillery adjustment. Type 92 trucks, bogged 5-kilometer back, crews walking rice sacks. Across Bunagona perimeter, nightmare multiplies. Milne Bay survivors warn. Enemy Jeeps carry platoons forward, impossible speed. 41st Division's 12 Type 92s operational, abandon 80% loads daily. Porters collapse under 40 keys. Jeeps haul 800 pounds plus 4 GIs, tow 37mm anti-tank guns through swamps. Tanaka pursues on foot. Jeeps outpace at 45mm trails, circle back, harass flanks. 1 Type 95 truck brewed by bazooka, flames light jungle. Colonel Yokoyama convenes. How many? Scouts estimate 300 Jeeps with 32nd Division advance. Buna airstrip 6 Type 92s running. 1 Jeep equals company mobility. Intercepted transmissions terrify. Fox Able to Baker 3, Jeep battalion complete. Weapons carriers inbound. Weapons carriers? Modified Jeeps with recoilless rifles, 50 cals. Tanaka grips captured Jeep's wheel. Imperial scout vehicle now, but outnumbered 50.1. Numbers crush spirit. Guadalcanal taught lesson. Ichiki's 2200 Bonsai versus 11,000 Marines with Jeeps. Here, worse. LST's Beach 640 Jeeps weekly directed trails. No ports. Japanese ships sunk by submarines. Porters die monthly. Night falls. Jeep headlights swarm unmolested. P-38s own skies. Engines multiply, not patrols. Assault columns. Half-tracks follow. October 31st, 1942, 10 o'clock a.m., Buna Supply Trail bottleneck 4 kilometers southwest of Gona Village. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka's patrol hears the doom first. Jeep swarm silenced by deeper rumble. Half-tracks, M3A1s churning behind Willys scouts. 105mm M2A1 howitzers towed effortlessly through swamps. 32nd Division's logistics perfected. Jeeps spot, half-tracks pound. Tanaka signals ambush from ridge. Arasaka's crack. Lead Jeep vanishes into ferns. Half-track 50 cal answers. Tracers rip position, force retreat. M3A1's hull down, 105mm shells walk through jungle, trees explode, earth fountains. Japanese Type 92 trucks 2 kilometer back, bogged, abandoned, rice loads rotting. Radio screams panic. Artillery everywhere, jeeps call fire, half-tracks deliver. Captain Ichiki's bunkers shattered. Jeeps paint targets with smoke grenades, vanish before counter-battery. P-38 lightning zone skies, 500-pound bombs crater Type 92 parks. No resupply, no evacuation. Across perimeter, logistics nightmare peaks. Milne Bay survivors starved. Jeeps delivered 800 pounds rations daily per platoon. Japanese porters. 40-kilo maximum, 70% malaria casualties. Type 95 trucks abandoned 90% loads first rain. Colonel Yokoyama rations. Rice, 200 grams per man daily. Dysentery kills faster than bullets. Tanaka spots horror. Jeep column pauses. GIs unload from half-tracks, K-rations, D-bars, 5-in-1 packs. Luxury. Mount M1919's advance. Japanese fixed positions starve. Bunkers empty, crews skeletal. Intercepted radio casual. Baker 3 to Foxable, resupply complete, 200 jeeps fueled, advance phase line green. LSTs beach 1,000 tons weekly direct to trails, no ports needed. Japanese convoys, submarines sink 80% ships. Porters die monthly. Jeeps tow 37mm guns through kunai where Type 92's crack frames. Half-tracks carry 105mm shells, 2 tons per vehicle. Night falls, Jeep generators hum, BC 611 radios coordinate endless. P-40 Warhawk strafe Type 92 wrecks. No Luftwaffe, 0 fighters grounded, fuel rationed. Tanaka's captured Jeep runs dry. Imperial fuel clogs injectors. American 80-octane flawless. Dawn breaks. Jeep headlights multiply. Assault columns form, not scouts. Infantry carriers. Weapons carriers inbound. November 2nd, 1942. 07:45 a.m. Jungle assault trails 2 kilometers northeast of Buna Mission. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka hears the evolution. Jeep engines joined by heavier snarls, not scouts, weapons carriers. 32nd Infantry Division's modified Willys MBs roll forward. Recoilless 57mm and 1 guns mounted forward. M1919 30 cals aft. Bazooka racks on sides. Mobile arsenals. Tanaka signals ambush from Coconut Grove. Arasaka's crack. Lead weapons carrier swerves. 57mm recoilless booms, tree 50 meters away explodes. Bazooka fires, heat round vaporizes Private Sato. 30 cal chatters pin squad, standard jeeps flank wide, cut retreat, combined arms perfected, scouts spot, weapons carriers kill, radio net dissolves. Weapons jeeps, recoilless rifles, bazookas everywhere. Captain Ichiki's bunkers shattered. 57mm punches concrete where Arasaka's bounce. Bazookas brew Type 95 trucks from 100 meters. Japanese 37mm guns outranged, outgunned. Colonel Yokoyama convenes. Jeep variants? How many types? Scouts report nightmare. M3A1 observation. Jeeps with 50 cals, high-angle mounts. Weapons carriers towing 37mm AT guns through swamps. Command jeeps with BC 611 whips directing 105mm half-tracks. 1 variant equals platoon firepower. Imperial fixed positions obsolete. Tanaka pursues on foot. Weapons carriers outpace at 50mm, circle back, harass. 1 Type 92 truck hit by recoilless, frame vaporized. GIs dismount laughing, Hershey bars in hand. Imperial rations, rice mush, dysentery. Across perimeter, variants multiply. Milne Bay veterans warn. Jeep machine gun carriers pierce lines daily. 41st Division's 4 Type 92s running. Abandoned rice loads. Porters skeletal. Weapons jeeps haul 4 GIs plus bazooka teams. Climb 40-degree ridges where Type 95s flip. Intercepted radio terrifies. Foxable to Baker 3. Weapons carriers resupplied. Mountain jeeps inbound. Mountain jeeps. Narrow track variants for ridges. Tanaka grips captured jeep, now outclassed. Bazooka scars on hood, nightfalls. Weapons carrier spotlights sweep trails. P-38 strafe Type 92 parks. Engines multiply, not dozens, hundreds. Ridge warfare next, November 5, 1942, 05:30 a.m., Owen Stanley Range foothills, 10 kilometers inland from Buna, New Guinea. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka's patrol climbs kunai-choked ridgeline, legs burning, Arasaka's slung heavy. Japanese doctrine, high ground owns jungle, but engines echo below, mountain jeeps. Narrow track Willys MB variants from 32nd Division, 18-inch clearance jacked higher, low-range 4WD, chewing 45-degree slopes like stairs. Tanaka crests ridge. Horror awaits. 20 modified jeeps swarm saddle pass. GIs dismounting M1919s. Bazooka teams probing caves. No infantry screen needed. Jeeps climb where porters die. 60 HP Go Devil engines haul 4 men plus 37mm at gun uphill. Dana 27 and axles flexing roots. Type 92 trucks, grounded 15 kilometers below, frames cracked. Squad ambushes downslope, Arasaka's crack. Lead mountain jeep fishtails, climb sheer embankment, 30 cal pins, Tanaka's flank. Bazooka booms, cave mouth explodes, buries Private Yamamoto. Weapons carriers follow, 57mm recoilless leveling trees. Japanese high ground pierce daily. Radio screams, "Jeeps on ridges, impossible climb. Caves destroyed." Captain Ichiki's mountain positions flanked. Jeeps spot pillboxes from above, call 105mm or half-tracks waiting below. Porters collapse under 20 keys. Malaria 80% casualties. Mountain jeeps carry 800 pounds rice plus machine guns. Across Owen Stanley track, nightmare repeats. Milne Bay survivors warn, jeeps owned mountains, carried mortars where we crawled. 41st Division porters dead, 40 key maximum, dysentery epidemic. Colonel Yokoyama rations 100 grams rice daily. Mountain jeeps unload K rations, spam cans rolling downhill. Tanaka retreats higher, jeeps pursue headlights piercing cloud. 65 Menapiara trails become 20 Mabilapiara crawls, still faster than legs. One Type 95 truck flipped on grade, crew crushed. GIs laugh from jeeps, Hershey bars shared mid-climb. Intercepted radio chills. Baker 3 to Fox Able, ridgeline secured, super jeeps inbound. Super jeeps, winch-equipped armored variants. Tanaka's captured jeep abandoned, Imperial fuel clogged it. American 80-octane flawless. Dawn breaks, jeep columns crest main divide, Port Moresby track pierced. Supply nightmare begins. November 8, 1942, 16:45 p.m. Bunagona supply trailhead, 1 kilometer inland from coast. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka's patrol intercepts desperate Imperial supply column, 12 porters staggering under 20 kilo rice sacks, faces skeletal, eyes hollow. Type 92 trucks abandoned 3 kilometers back, frames cracked in mud. Colonel Yokoyama's 144th Regiment rations 100 grams rice per man daily. Dysentery kills faster than bullets. Tanaka smells it first. K-rations cooking. Jeep supply columns swarm coast trails, LSTs beaching direct to shore. 32nd Division's Willys MBs unload 800 pounds each. Spam, D-bars, 5-in-1 packs, medical kits. GIs eat hot meals mid-patrol. Japanese, rice mush fermented in bellies. Porters collapse, malaria 85% casualties monthly. Radio fragments scream collapse. Sector Alpha, ammo 0, rice abandoned, porters dead. Captain Ichiki's mountain garrisons starve. Jeeps deliver 105mm shells where Type 95 trucks flip. Imperial convoys, submarines sink 90% ships. No resupply, no evacuation. P-38 strafe survivors. Across perimeter, nightmare peaks. Milne Bay veterans skeletal. Jeeps carried platoons forward with full rations. 41st Division's 2 Type 92s running. Abandoned 95% loads first rain. Porters eat roots. Tanaka spots horror. Jeep medical evacuation. Wounded GIs trailered rearward, plasma bags swinging. Japanese wounded, left to die. Intercepted transmissions casual. Fox Able to Baker 3, resupply complete, 300 Jeeps fueled, Super Jeeps with winches inbound, Super Jeeps, armored windlass variants towing 37mm guns through swamps. Tanaka's captured Jeep seized by officers, runs on captured 80-octane, hauls rice where porters fall, night falls, Jeep generators hum unmolested, BC-611 radios coordinate endless, P-40 zone skies, no Zero fighters, fuel rationed. Yokoyama convenes final council, Bushido endures, spirit conquers steel. But stomachs betray, men too weak to hold rifles. Dawn breaks, Jeep assault columns form, not scouts, infantry waves. Guadalcanal breakthrough next. November 15th, 1942, 04:30 a.m., Henderson Field Perimeter, Guadalcanal. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka, reassigned from Buna after retreat, crouches in foxhole with 17th Army remnants. Jeep nightmare follows, 32nd Division veterans swarm island with 500 Willys MBs. Mountain Jeeps crest ridges, weapons carriers mount recoilless rifles, Super Jeeps winch 100 howitzers through swamps where Type 92 trucks rot. Dawn explodes. Jeep assault columns hit. 4 GIs per vehicle plus M19 1930 cals. Bazookas racked on fenders. Tanaka's Arasaka cracks. Lead Super Jeep swerves. Winch cable snaps tree. 50 cal rips foxhole. Bazooka booms. Adjacent bunker vaporized. Weapons carriers flank. 57mm recoilless leveling palm trees. Combined arms perfected. Scouts spot. Jeeps kill. Half-tracks pound. Radio dissolves. Jeeps everywhere. Bazookas through walls. Henderson lost. Captain Kiyonao Ichiki's bonsai charges shattered. Jeeps outpace infantry. Circle flanks at 45 Manrapiara trails. Porters abandoned. Malaria 90% casualties. 17th Army rations 50 grams rice daily. GIs unload spam from Jeeps mid-firefight. Across island Jeep doctrine crushes Imperial spirit. Milne Bay veterans warn. Jeeps owned Guadalcanal carried mortars where we starved. 1st Marine Division's 200 Jeeps pierced lines daily. Type 95 trucks flipped in creeks. Crews walk. Super Jeeps tow-wrecked M3 Stewarts forward, plasma bags swinging. Tanaka charges, bayonet fixed. Jeep driver guns 4L low range, climbs embankment. M1 Garin snaps his radio man. Bazooka pins Tanaka, retreat. Henderson Field falls. Cactus Air Force P-40s strafe survivors, no Zeros, fuel gone. LSTs beach 1,000 tons weekly direct to shore. Colonel Yokoyama captured, stares at Jeep column circling airfield. GIs offer Hershey bars. Imperial officers eat roots. Intercepted radio final nail. Baker 3 to Fox Able. Guadalcanal secured. Jeep resupply complete. New Guinea next. Night falls. Jeep headlights own island. Generators hum. BC-611s coordinate victory. Tanaka surrenders. Hands high. GI offers K-ration. Hell of a fight, Tojo. Jeep engine snarls past. Symbol of defeat. New Guinea pocket tightens. No escape. January 1943. Buna pocket, New Guinea coast. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka huddles in shattered coconut log bunker with 41st Division remnants. 5,000 starving survivors from 144th Infantry, faces gaunt, uniforms rotting off. Jeep swarms sealed the trap. 32nd Division's 600 Willys MBs encircle perimeter. Mountain variants crest ridges. Weapons carriers mount endless bazookas. No escape. Tanaka peers through cracks. Horizon crawls with Super Jeeps, winch-equipped, towing 37mm guns through swamps where Type 92 trucks dissolved. P-38 Lightning Zone skies, 500-pound bombs crater bunkers daily. LSTs beach 2,000-ton supplies weekly. Spam, K-rations, medical kits. Japanese, 50 grams rice daily, porters all dead. Radio fragments scream end. South Seas detachment encircled, breakout impossible. Colonel Yokoyama's final order, bonsai charge, shattered by Jeep 50 cals, bazookas vaporizing assault waves. Captain Ichiki's veterans skeletal, dysentery 95% casualties. GIs dismount Jeeps laughing, Hershey bars shared mid-firefight. Tanaka watches horror, Jeep medical teams evacuate wounded, plasma bags swinging from improvised litters. Japanese wounded rot in caves, combined arms crushes. Scouts paint targets, weapons carriers kill, half-tracks pound with 105 mm. One Super Jeep equals company firepower. Artillery walks steel plows through pocket, 155mm long toms offshore, trees uprooted, earthquakes. Tanaka clutches log as shells bracket, 30 meters, 20, 10. Survivors stampede single trail. Jeeps strafe with M1919s, bazookas bruise stragglers. 3,000 dead in 72 hours. Night falls. Jeep headlights illuminate hellscape. Generators hum unmolested. No zeros. Fuel rationed to zero. Tanaka surrenders, hands high. GI offers D-bar from Jeep. Sweetness chokes him. Horizon burns. Jeep columns churning inland to Salamaua. Pocket claims 8,000 Japanese killed, captured. 344 vehicles destroyed. Allies lose 200 Jeeps total campaign, replaced daily. Tanaka marched to captivity, passing endless Willy swarms. Toys? No. Jungle gods. Port Moresby secured. Philippines next. March 1943. Camp Cable, Brisbane, Australia. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka stares through barbed wire at endless American abundance. Jeep columns rumbling past with fresh Willys crates. GIs tossing baseballs, USO girls handing out Hershey bars. 3 months from Buna surrender, hands still tremble remembering Jeep swarms. Laughter at Detroit Toy? Dust. Interrogators show films, not torture. Factory reels. Willys Toledo churning 16,000 Jeeps monthly. 4 GPW lines identical parts. Tanaka breaks day 1. Numbers, not vehicles. Factories. His testimony joins 20,000 Japanese POWs echoing truth. Captain Ichiki's survivors write, 1 Jeep equals platoon, 50, division. Buna POWs confirm, Jeeps claimed logistics victory, Allies landed 640,000 Jeeps Pacific-wide. Japan built 5,000 Type 92 trucks total war. Math crushed Imperial doctrine. Colonel Yokoyama's memoir fragment, Jeeps weren't superior, infinite. Tanaka recalls captured radio. You carry rice, we carry factories. Truth. LSTs beached 2,000 tons weekly direct to trails. Japanese convoys sunk 90% by submarines. Type 92s stranded. Engines seized without spares. Jeeps swapped axles from Dodge trucks fieldside. Private Sato, captured at Gona, interrogated at Camp Gordon. Mountain Jeeps decided ridges, no high ground. P-38s flew 1,000 sorties daily, 0 fighters, 0 fuel. Tanaka nods. Weapons carriers with recoilless rifles pierced bunkers where Arasakas bounced. Camp lectures show charts. Jeep reliability 200 kilometers between failures. Type 92, 50 kilometers, field repairs. GI's jury-rigged differentials with truck parts. Japanese trucks needed Tokyo factories. B-29 bombed nightly. POW Lieutenant Nakamura. We built rice steamers. Americans built jungle tractors. Tanaka gains weight on K rations. Reads Pacific Stars and Stripes. Learns 339 Jeeps built. 5,000 Type 92s. Each Jeep $684. Type 92, 5,000 yen plus months hand assembly. Industrial truth sinks. No wonder ridges fell. No wonder Guadalcanal fell. No wonder Philippines await. One night, Tanaka overhears GI. Tarawa next. Amtrak's after Jeeps. Tanaka stares north. Toys march on. May 1943. Camp Cable, Brisbane, Australia. Sergeant Hiroshi Tanaka traces Jeep silhouette in camp dirt. Willys MB versus Type 92 truck. Laughter from Buna Dawn. Ancient history. New Guinea ghosts haunt him. Truth crystallizes. Imperial logistics died not in bonsai charges but arithmetic. Pacific Ledger. Allies landed 640,000 Jeeps. Japan fielded 5,000 Type 92 trucks. Jeeps delivered 2 million ton supplies trailside. Japanese porters carried 50,000 tons, then died. Willys Toledo built 361,139 Jeeps. Japan managed 5,000 trucks total war. Each Jeep 684, $500 man-hours. Type 92, 5,000 yen, 5,000 man-hours. Factories decided. Captain Ichiki captured writes, one Jeep equals platoon until platoons became divisions. Buna proved it. Jungles negated Type 92 advantages. Fragile 6x6s bogged where 4x4 Willys floated. Go Devil engines ran 200 kilometers between failures. Japanese inline 6s seized after 50 kilometers. GIs field-swapped axles with Dodge parts. Type 92s needed Tokyo factories. B-29 bombed nightly. Tactics evolved. Mountain Jeeps crested ridges. Weapons carriers mounted recoilless rifles. Super Jeeps winched 105mm howitzers through swamps. LSTs beached 2,000 tons weekly. Japanese ships sunk 90% by submarines. Combined arms crushed Bushido, P-38s, bazookas, half-tracks. Ichiki's 2200 Banzai, Jeep 50 cals from ridges. Colonel Yokoyama's fragment. Jeeps weren't better trucks, better war. POW Lieutenant Nakamura. We built spirit. Americans built tractors that worked. Tanaka nods. One Jeep equals 10 porters in swamp. 50 Jeeps equals Imperial collapse. Guadalcanal falls February 1943. Tarawa November. Philippines 1944. Iwo Jima 1945. Same math. Tanaka repatriated 1946. Seized Toyota factory. American occupation. Mass production lesson learned. Japanese soldiers laughed at Detroit Toy. Toy conquered Tokyo. What began with shock ended in awe. Quantity had quality all its own. The Jeep steamroller rolled on.